March. Tim Russert is NBC's Washington bureau chief and moderator of Meet the Press. Tim, good morning to you.
Good morning, Meredith.
So I'm watching the Oscars on Sunday, and Gore is definitely the coolest guy in the room, seems to love teasing the audience, but at the end of the day, he says, you know what, I'm really not going to run for president. Having said that, he's very much in the public eye with his campaign against global warming. He has access to a lot of money. Do you take him at his word that he will not run?
Well, you have to listen very carefully, Meredith. He said, I have no intention of running for president. The door is still open a little bit. Look at the options that he has laid out and how he has positioned himself. He's won the Academy Award. In March, he will be testifying as a lead witness before Congress on global warming. He has a new book coming out in May. In July, he is conducting concerts in support of global warming legislation and activities on all continents across the country. He clearly is in a place where if, as Andrea reported, one of the frontrunners faltered, he would be in a position for the party to turn to him and gear up immediately. And on the most important issue to the Democratic base, he opposed the Iraq War from the very beginning.
But if you take away the love fest at the Oscars, do you believe that most Democrats want to see him back in the race? A lot of people still blame him for 2000. They think that he was a boring candidate, that he should have won, and he didn't.
Some do and some don't. It all depends how Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Edwards, and others look to the Democrats in October, November. You know, the vice president now is in a very good place in his life. He has bounced back from a very difficult and painful defeat where he is universally acclaimed throughout the Democratic Party and large parts of the world. He has said to friends that he finds the political atmosphere in a political campaign toxic, that's his word, and one of his best friends told me that he really doesn't relish having to run against Hillary Clinton. All that being said, if there's a vacuum in October, he'll be under a lot of pressure to reconsider his option of running for president in 2008.
Tim, would he have enough money at that point? Be able to raise enough money to really launch an effective campaign?
Yes, his position on the board, as Andrea mentioned, has given him significant individual wealth, personal wealth, but also with the internet, if you're going to surge that final primary process from October through March, everyone feels, who knows this political financing game, Meredith, that he would have the resources.
And finally, Tim, I don't know if you saw the paper this morning, but supposedly there were reports that the Clinton campaign is watching Gore's weight, and that if he starts to drop the pounds, that means he's probably thinking about becoming a president. What do you think?
The first indicator about a candidate getting and fighting trim. But I think everyone who's in the race, Meredith, is looking over their shoulder at a potential Gore candidacy. It's still very much a long shot, but it is something that he has, I believe, positioned himself to undertake if, in fact, an opening does occur.
Don't count him out. Tim, thanks very much, as always.